Did you know the cube root trick? If not, watch this video. I will show you what is the cube root trick. First step is to memorize this table. This table shows that the cube of 1 is 1, the cube of 2 is 8, the cube of 3 is 27, the cube of 4 is 64, the cube of 5 is 125, and so on and so forth until the cube of 9 must be 729. Next, once you memorize this table, you are now ready to get the cube root of any large number. Like, for example, let's take the cube root of 658,503. Our goal is to get the cube root of this huge number. So how we're going to do that? First thing we need to do is to group this number by threes from right to left. What I mean is something like this. So let's group the digits by threes. So let's have 503, and the other one is 658. Now, the first digit of the cube root comes from this first three digits of the number, which is 658. Now, notice, in this table, 658 is between 512 and 729. So we will put this number between 512 and 729. Now, always choose the smaller number. So it's either 8 or 9, but in this case, always choose the smaller number. So let's choose this 8. Now, this 8 is our first digit. So this is the first digit of our answer. Now, how about the second digit? Now, for the second digit, we will use the last three digits of the number, which is 503. Now, let's look at the last digit. Only the last digit. The last digit is 3. Now, look at the last digit of the cube of the number. And the only number that is unit digits of 3 must be this number 343, which corresponds to 7. And then let's get the 7. And that 7 must be our second digit. Therefore, the cube root of 658,503 must be equal to 87. And that is the answer. All right. Now, how about another example? Okay. Now, suppose you memorize the table and the given is what is the cube root of 9,261. So first thing to do is to group the numbers by threes from right to left. Something like this. So it should be 261 and 9. It doesn't matter if this is a 1-digit, 2-digit, 3-digit, and so on and so forth. Alright. Now, the first digit comes from this 9. The first digit. And this 9 is between 8 and 27. So let's put this 9 between 8 and 27. Again, let's choose the smaller digit, which is 2. Now, this 2 is our first digit, or first digit of our answer. Now, how about the second digit? So let's use the last three digits of the number, 261. Now, the last digit, take note, is 1. Now, notice that the only cube that ends in 1 must be equal to 1. So let's take the 1, let's choose the 1, and let's get that 1. And that 1 must be our second digit. Therefore, the cube root of 9,261 must be equal to 21. And that is the answer. Okay, let's have another example. Okay, let's have the cube root of 59,319. Again, let's group this by threes from right to left. So we have 59 and 319. Now, 59 is between 27 and 64. So let's have 59 in this part, and let's choose the smaller digit, which is correspond to 3. And that 3 is our first digit of the answer. Now, the second digit, let's take a look of this number 319, and let's have the last digit. The last digit is 9. the only cube number that ends with 9 must be 729. It corresponds to the digit of 9. Therefore, we get this 9, and this 9 is our second digit. Therefore, the cube root of 59,319 must be equal to 39. And that is the answer. Alright, now for the last example, let's have the cube root of 328,509. Again, let's group this by 3s from right to left. Now, let's have 328. 328 is between 216 and 343. And then, let's choose the smaller digit, which is 6. Now, this 6 is our first digit. Now, how about the second digit? Comes from 509, and look at the last digit. The last digit is 9. Now, the only cube that ends with 9 is 729, so it corresponds to the digit of 9. Now, take the 9, and then this 9 is our second digit. Therefore, the cube root of 328,509 is simply 69. And that is the answer. Hope you learned something new today, and see you on our next video.